drive real fast.
It's Madden NFL 23, and up next is Demario Davis, who reached another plateau this week with his 80th tackle of the season. It's the Saints and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
And we welcome our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Winston. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Winston now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. On 2nd down, Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what the offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Jameis to throw it. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave them now with a 3rd down situation.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving.
Touchdown, Saints! Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. The Panthers at 500 at 6-6. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Newton's throw here taken in by Ingram. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Newton now to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 16. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time. And
you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Evan Ingram 16-yard touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
So that challenge, a successful one. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Time again to see Jameis Winston in this Saints offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime. Yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. That's complete to Troutman right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is fielded at the 7. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And Ingram hauls it in. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
But a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Newton. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. 2nd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
20.
Throwing again is Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly. That one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
That caught by Trimble. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping to get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Newton. And his throw here is incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Throwing, Winston. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. From the gun, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Kamara up the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They run. It's Kamara. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
20.
Play action. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Kamara with a carry there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's down there on a gain of 11. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Kamara gets it again on second down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Third and short yardage. Winston. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Winston. Under pressure and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Jameis to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Kamara sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. We finish. Touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Newton. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
20. 8.
Now it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is 6. Sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Here's Newton. Gets this to Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second and 7. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
McCaffrey following the penalty. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Cam to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. And this isn't going to get there. It's no good. Didn't get enough leg on it. Not what you'd expect from an NFL kicker. the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Panthers had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Newton. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 56 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. His throw incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag.
Under review.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. Up the gut, McCaffrey. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. On the move to his left. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is really throwing around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go with McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Flush to his right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Again, Tannehill. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Newton
gets this quickly to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
After that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front. That battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Here we go.
Now Newton. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a run with McCaffrey.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton. That pass complete to Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. McCaffrey. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys who can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Newton to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to perhaps salt this one away. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make score game. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 10. A minute 51 on the clock. They set up the screen for Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Into the hands of Pringle. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it on the move past the 40. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Newton's going to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it